Hi everyone. First of all, I want to apologise for the noise. The puppy is chewing on a chew toy to keep her quiet. The cat is playing with something beside me, and I do have the fan on because it is a really hot day, so I do apologise if you can hear any background noise at all. So, today we're going to be exploring the grave of the last Maharaja. Now, first of all, I'd like to apologise for any mispronunciation of the names in this story. And on that note, we'll carry on. So even if you're just curious about fascinating world of Indian royalty, then this video is for you. So let's get ready to embark on a grand adventure as we dive into the life and legacy of the last Maharaja of Lahore. So maybe we want to start off with who actually was the last Maharaja of Lahore. So he was also known as Maharaja Duleep Singh, and he was a prominent figure in history of Indian royalty. He was born on September the 4th, 1838 in Lahore, Punjab. Maharaja Duleep Singh was the youngest son of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the founder of the Sikh Empire. At just the young age of 5, Duleep Singh ascended the throne after the death of his father. However, his reign was short-lived as a political upheaval and British intervention led to the annexation of the Sikh Empire by the British East India Company. As a result, Duleep Singh was exiled to England, where he spent the rest of his life. Now, during his time in England, Duleep Singh underwent a significant transformation. He converted to Christianity and became a close friend of Queen Victoria. In the late 1854, Duleep Singh made his arrival in England and was graciously welcomed into the British court. The Maharaja received overwhelming affection from Queen Victoria and the Prince Consort. Initially, Duleep Singh resided at Claridge Hotel in London. However, later on, the East India Company provided him with a residence in Wimbledon for a period of 3 years. In 1863, Maharaja Duleep Singh acquired a country estate in Elvedon, situated on the Norfolk-Suffolk border near Thetford. He took great pleasure in residing at Elvedon Hall and its picturesque surroundings, and it really is beautiful. He dedicated himself to restoring this local church, cottages, and the school. Through his efforts, the dilapidated estate was transformed into a highly efficient game preserve, solidifying his reputation as England's fourth best marksman. The house itself underwent an elaborate transformation in a quasi-oriental palace, allowing him to indulge in the lifestyle of the British aristocrat. Unfortunately, Maharaja Duleep Singh incurred significant debts due to his lavish expenses. Consequently, upon his passing, the estate was sold off to settle these liabilities. Duleep Singh eventually married Bamba Mullah and had several children. Tragically, their marriage was short-lived. Bamba passed away in 1887. After their mother's death, the children of Bamba and Duleep were placed under the care of Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Oliphant of Folkestone, whose father had been the Maharaja's employee at Elvedon. The sad tale of Prince Albert Edward, who was a bright child and known affectionately as Edward, suffered greatly after his mother's death. His father, Duleep, had gone to France, and he became awfully lonely. Unfortunately, he contracted pneumonia at the age of 13. He was due to go to Eton in April. Although Prince Edward showed some improvement, the doctors said there was no chance of him going to Eton. And in the late April, his condition became worse and the swellings in his stomach would not subside. On the 21st of April 1893, Prince Victor brought the Maharaja back from Paris to see the fragile little Prince Edward. The Maharaja made his emotional trip back to the shores of England. He was overjoyed to see his little boy, and before leaving him, he gave Prince Edward a piece of paper on which he wrote, "The Lord is my shepherd," and returned to Paris on the 24th of April. A week later, Prince Edward died, and he was only 13 years old. Maharaja Duleep Singh died in Paris in 1893 at the age of 55. As a result of the symbolic value of the funeral of the son of the Lion of Punjab and the growing resentment of British rule, Maharaja Duleep Singh's wish for his body to be returned to India was not fulfilled, in fear of unrest. Under the supervision of the India Office, his body was buried under Christian rites in Elvedon Church beside the graves of his wife, Maharani Bamba, and his son, Prince Edward Albert Duleep Singh.